at the very beginning of this book, there is a mention of a former, there is a mention of a character, a former military commander, Manas Kongpan, who your former editor called the monster of Wang, Kelian.
Yes.
He's in this book, he's almost like the antagonist of this whole story.
That's right. Correct.
Why was he called the monster of Wang, Kelian?
I think Thailand has been the land where the migrants arrived. You know, so this man was responsible to deport them. You know, I mean, like in boats when they arrive, they send them back into the sea again. You know, that was happening, and also they were put them in jail. You know, as illegal immigrants. And later, what happened? The same person received these boats and sold them to the syndicates, human trafficking syndicates. That is the crime that even the government, the Thailand government, saw it serious. I think they cannot allow that to happen in their country. So that's why he was, tried and prosecuted.
Yes, he was.
67 years, so jail.
Yeah.
So then he died in the jail. He died in the jail. He was admitted in a military hospital and he died.
Okay. Now, again, still sticking on this monster of Wang Kelian character. So, as you mentioned, he was onboarding Rohingya refugees and Bangladeshis in death camps. Now, for the sake, and these death camps were in jungles. Right. So, could you give us an idea or paint a picture as to how these death camps look like? What were they comprised of?
The death camps and the camps were deep in the jungle, and it took almost about 3 hours for me to hike up the peak, the spot or the site.
Okay.
You know. And it was made in makeshift camps, but it is normally done by the army, or the scouts used to do that. A temporary camp, like to temporary stay. You know, and it was. I've said in my book, it was run. Operated by army man and his wife. You know, they were arrested earlier, and I think they were released. So there was one camp, I said in the book, that can accommodate about more than 1,000 people.
Wow.
One camp itself, and there were several camps in that site. You know, and also a camp higher higher from the ground to, I think, for the ladies, you know, to prevent from wild animals, especially that area. They said a lot of wild boars there, and I didn't realize until I saw the board there are tigers on the hills.
My goodness.
I was not aware until I came back on the second time. I think I noticed the signboard.
Okay. But there is also mentioned that these death camps were actually made out of bamboo. They were bamboo, and then you had tarpaulin there. And then it also talks about how people were put into these camps. Like, say, for example, if a spot could include 10, they would jam in 20 people kind of thing. Was that happening at these death camps?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was. I mean, it happened. Okay. And see the cover page of my book.
Yeah.
Okay. Until today, almost 9 years. Until today, I don't have the answer why the metal chain is on the hills. Is it to tie the refugees or the victims of the human trafficking victims, or what purpose was the metal chain? Metal chain, it's very heavy, you know, and it was to about 3 feet high, you know. And I myself found almost dying to hike up the hill, you know, and how the syndicates brought the metal chain to the peak, to the side. It's not that easy walking alone. I just took a sling bag, a notebook, and a small bottle of water, mineral water. Okay, that's all I carried. But my cameraman carried a lot of equipments, cameras, all that, you know. So I thought, how could people climb up with? I mean, who carried that metal chain? Was the victims of the human trafficking syndicate? I cannot imagine. You know. So who and how they carried up the metal chain? What is the purpose of the metal chain on the hills? No, until today, there's no answer. I cannot find an answer.
You know,